Here we go then. Hopefully we're live. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Pop out chat. Good evening, Digger One. Digger One's in the house, and Rob's in the house. Can't see any data on the other screen. Let's do a refresh. As per usual, YouTube is working seamlessly. With you in a minute, folks. Yep, we got it. Just have to start a new browser window for YouTube. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we've got 5 people watching. That's a result for the first 2 minutes. We've got live. The stream health is good, and we're at a rock. We're ready to rock. Right, hopefully things are working. I've got nothing coming up with this chat window. We'll have to close that because we're opening another window. Let's get another chat window sorted out. I'll get with you in a minute. Yep, you're all on this one. We'll drag you here like that so I can see what you're doing. I can take your bins off. Right, here we go. Rock and roll. Right, let's have a quick resume. Digger One in the house. Evening to you, Rob. Random, reckon he was the first one. Sorry, lad, you just got pipped by Digger One. Charlie, good evening to you. Ian, hi to you. It's been a while, Mr. Sift. Digger One, yeah, he was first. Don't argue, lads. Look, it's only been 3 minutes. Good evening, Anne. Nice to see you. Christopher, nice to see you too. And here we go. Here we go. Let's see if I can get some analytics up. I doubt I can. Need a bigger monitor. 9 watching. Right. Okay, right. We'll crack on now. Did we or did we not sort a topic out last week? I'm not sure, but I've got hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got four finds that we can have a chat about tonight, and the finder is going to explain what they are. I can't rob, don't be a sore loser. Put it this way, the first chat on my chat window was Digger One with evening, followed by Rob Random first. Rob, all a Suffolk posse in the house. Right, I've sorted the backdrop out a little bit. It's not quite perfect. I'm a little bit frazzy around the edges, but fingers crossed. I did drop the ball. I plugged the light batteries into the computer last night to charge up, and unbeknown to me there was a power cut, brief power cut. It tripped out my RCD, and when I went to look at them about 4 o'clock, they weren't charged, and I thought, oh dear, here we go. I would have to invest in the mains leads for 4 lights. Speed detect. Good evening to you. I'll see if my buttons work now. Funnily enough, when I fired up XSplit, which is the broadcast software I'm using at the moment, there was an update, and I just wonder whether they'd fixed a couple of niggles I've got with hotkeys. Now, hotkeys you assign to certain things to make certain things work. And one hotkey does this. Hope it works. Remember to subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed there, if no one's subscribed, please subscribe. And the second hotkey does this. Give this video a thumb up. So please, all the thumbs, I've got 10 on, I need 10 thumbs minimum. So we're cooking on gas at the moment, so I think we'll give it, say, 10 past, quarter past, then we'll crack on with the finds. I had three people send me pictures of their finds. 2 coins, 1 ring, and I have been to my local museum to see my FLO. I've got funny stories to tell you about that. Went down the museum to pick me, I had a couple of hammered coins I kept hold of, and I got to the table where the FLO sit, and these other guys they bring in artifacts and coins and things to show Joe public, and this guy went, "I know you, you're Suffolk Sifter, I watch your videos." my first fan in the street. So yeah, so it's, that took me back a bit. I didn't really know what to say. Anywho, I've got me hammered back, and I've took a photograph of a nice cute little one which I quite like. So we'll crack on with that and say another 5-6 minutes, give a chance for anybody else to pop in. We've got 11 at the moment. Hopefully all 11 have thumbed up, and if none of or if some of the 11 haven't, please subscribe to this channel. I would love you forever. Fame at last, yeah, fame at last. Trouble is, my 2 daughters, they're full of rabbit. You know, oh, have you seen Suffolk Sifter? He's got a YouTube channel. Even we bumped into 2 other detectorists with their daughter, and their daughter was just as chatty as my daughter, and they were like that. And this other girl was getting her hammered out, and they were exchanging photographs and things. That was quite a laugh, really. But I've got loads of fans. I haven't got any fans. Suffolk Searcher, you make me laugh. Oh, don't start about Garrett's, Ian. I'm not going to talk about any Garrett's at all. Robs and Wales. Taffs and chips. Rob, you have to do a random thing for my thumbs up. Oh God, was it you got me to honk the horn in the middle of a car park? Yeah, I might not do it. So still got 11 people. It says there I've been live for 8 minutes, but that's about right, I suppose. We'll give it, when it clicks up to 10 minutes on my elapsed time, I will show the first scene with the first coin, and it will be by, I think it'll be Tom. Yep, Tom and his coin. Yeah, it was you, wasn't it, Rob? Beep, yeah. I think you tried to get me to do it when I was in the truck doing a live stream at the house one night, when I thought it'd be cool to, I mean, not cool as in cool, but chillier in the car to do it, and it was damn sight hotter. Beep. Right, 9:06. We'll crack on in a minute when it gets to 10 minutes past. Wild West Detectorist. Good afternoon, good evening. Are you in a different part of the world? Could be in the Wild West. There you go. Good evening, good afternoon. Arizona. Well, my friend, thank you very much. So that explains the good afternoon, good evening. Thank you very much for taking the time to drop in. Wild West Detectorist. Thank you. Nice to have somebody sensible. I've got 2 people on here, namely Digger 1 and Rob, who squabble. shall we say. Anywho, 10 minutes past. I'm interested to see if my buttons work, because I can't really test them properly until I go live, and if it don't work when I go live, I'm stuffed. So, King Sean C, good evening. Steve from Bury St Edmunds, good evening to you, sir. Thank you so much for dropping in. Suffolk Searcher, blimey Steve, you're getting a few new viewers here tonight. You're going viral. I must confess, the last video, you know, the bit of a bad beach detect, picked up about 6, so that's pretty good. Normally when I first started I'd get between 10 and 15 new subs per video, but then I'll get back to that comment in a minute. Then YouTube done something, a changed an algorithm or something, and then I hardly got any. I think what they do, they restrict, say you've got 500 subscribers, YouTube take it on themselves to only let 250 or 300 see your notifications, which I don't think is right, because you wouldn't have subbed someone if you didn't want to see the stuff. Anyway, Digger1 said a naughty word and I've got it up as sort of spam, so I'm going to show it because I think we can all live with this word. So there you go, Digger1. Right, I'm sure we can live with that word. You do squabble. Anyway, scene 1, Rob. Now I'm going to change scenes. We're going to go over to Rob's coin. He's very kindly given me a picture of both sides. I've made one picture out of it, and Tom, I'm assuming Tom is on here. Is Tom on here? So it's pointless if I show his picture if he's not on here. I don't think he's on. Oh, hang on, I'm getting confused, aren't I? Come on, tell me who you are. I know who you are. I've made a blunder again. Come on, Suffolk Searcher. I know. As soon as I said it, as soon as I said Tom's not on here, I thought, oh, knackers, I've said something wrong and it's Suffolk Searcher. But anyway, he's on here now. You know what's coming up, Tom. So start typing away. Introduce what this coin is, and then if anybody want to fire in with any comments. So here we go. Scene 1, Act 1. Right. Hopefully you can still see me. I should be down bottom right. The comments should still be in the bottom left, and Tom's coin should be up for all to see. Might see some Saxon in a bit. So Wild West Detectorist is appreciating the hammered, the silver hammered. Suffolk Searcher, I'm hoping, is typing what it is. I'm assuming he knows. I quite like this new format you've taught me into doing. I think that's quite good. So if you've got anybody out there who've got an interesting coin, artifact, anything that you feel is worthy, email them to me. I'll put my email address up in a minute, and it's on first come first served. 6, yeah, I'll do it right, 6 photos. I've got enough room for 6 on this particular system. So old milk bottle top. Sensible comments please, Rob. So yeah, while there's a little bit of a lull, while I was going to say Tom's going to give us a full description, but not much to say apart from it's my first and only Saxon coin. Do you not know exactly what it is? I don't know. So anybody else know what that coin is? Rob's got some 70s tango ring pulls. I'm just tapping in me email address, so any folks out there who haven't got it and want to send in a photograph of a coin or find or whatever for next week, here it is. Just checking I've got it right. So there you go, it should be contact at suffolk-sifter.uk. so feel free to send me your pictures in. I will do the business, doctor them and make them look nice, and you could be on next week's live stream. It's a shiny coin. Okay, I must confess I don't know what it is or whose coin it is. I certainly can't see without any bins anyway. There's a head on now, that's all I can say. Can't fully make out what it says around the sides or the edges. Here we go, look, they're arguing again. So it's what I get all the while. This is Wild West Detectorist. They just argue all the while. I don't know where else like that in the States, but he's at it again. Look, a Fisher Price detector. It's a King Edgar penny, so Tom says, and reckon it might be an Ethelred the II or the 11th. And Rob says, see, I knew it was a penny. LOLO. LOLOL. Right, we're done with that. Who shall I pick next? I do have a selection here. I'll leave mine till last. Shall we not do a coin? Shall we do a bit of gold? Yeah, I know, Anne, I was only joking. Second. Who wants to see a bit of gold? Answers on postcard, please. Now. Garrett, the king of detectors that go ping. And they ding that. Ding, 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 ding. Come on, I need someone to say yes, I want to see gold before I press a button. So it's down to you. If you want to see gold, type in you want to see gold. Come on, Rob's hogging it. King Chauncey, ding dong. That must be referring to a G detector. Wild West Detectorist. Mr. Sensible, thank you very much, sir. We'll press the button and we have 2 gold things this week, and this one is a gold ring, child's gold ring apparently. Don't know the full history of it, but it's sent in by Anne. Thank you very much, Anne, for doing the business on that one. From the picture I can't see the inscription or anything is on the inside. There is something engraved, whether it be a hallmark or a message, I don't know. But over to you, Anne. Describe your nice little find, where you found it. Well, not literally where you found it, but you know, was it 6 inches, 4 inches, good signal, and what you think it is, and what is the inscription or stamp on the inside. Rob reckons it's a Hobbit's friendship ring. There you go, Wild West Detectorists. They're at it again. Rob Pooter. I haven't got any Pooter this week. So while Anna's typing furiously away on the keyboard, describing the wonderful feeling when she found gold, I would always like to know whether you've done the gold dance, Anne. That's the gold dance where you take all your clothes off and run across the field. No, did you do a gold dance? I've got another gold. There's 2 things left. There's mine, which will pale into insignificance when the next one comes up, and says child size. It says 9 carat, 5 inches down. I can't remember what signal was. I'm too old for dancing. I'm sure you could do a little jig, Anne. I'm sure you can. Christopher, Looks like we're straightened out okay. Is it bent? Don't think it's not distorted or bent, is it, Anne? Nice bling. Nice bit of bling. Shame that's a child size, as you could be, you know, get the old bling on the fingers. It was a nice find, Anne. Thank you very much for sending it in. Okay, well, I'm trying to hang on to the excitement for a little bit, trying to stretch out the pictures, because we've only got 4 this week, which is 1 more than we had last week. Is it a love heart ring? I don't know. The outline looks like a heart, doesn't it? But it looks like it's got like a pattern or something on the left hand side of it. It looked like it might just be a random pattern, or it could be a leaf or something. I don't know whether there's a centre on it and 3 leaves, and I don't know. What the heck's that, Anne? You were very excited when I found my first what? That's it. Oh, blimey. You had me worried for a minute. I thought, I don't know what to say about that fibula. No, fibula. That's on my list, Anne. See, you've got something what I haven't. I haven't got a fibula. Don't diss the tango, man. You'll double slap. You'll come up behind you and give it the old. Rob's been tangoed. Christopher, my eyesight must be fading. Must be fading. Leg bone. What? Are we looking at the same picture, Charlie? Are you on a different channel? A leg bone. Yeah, so it could be a flight, couldn't it, Rob? Quiver or something. Got no idea on age, Anne. Yeah, I remember the tango slaps. Yeah, little bald man, little orange bald man. You've been tangoed. Fibula, I see. Oh, I'll get your drift. Fib, tib. Yeah, I'm with you. Sorry about that, Charlie. A bit dim tonight. That's my youngest daughter's 7th birthday today, and I forgot I had to do this as well. So it's been a bit of a grab to kick all the guests out before 9 o'clock. But it's quite exhausting. 7-year-old's birthday. 20th century. Okay, I'd be happy with any gold. A fibula. Yeah, I'm with you. We all know what you mean. Right, I'm going to move on. What do you want? Do you want the next gold, or do you want my silver hammered? Down to you. Ball's in your court. Gold or silver hammered? Silver hammered. So I get sensible answers from Wild West Detectorist. You know, he comes back, he's quick, and he answers the question. So silver hammered, and Anne says, "Yep, he hammered." Rob, did I dress up as a scary clown? I blew a lot of balloons up last night, and I thank God I got a pump for the balloons. Hammer time. Yep, sorry. More gold. Oh well, I'm afraid silver wins out, and we're going to go to my one, which is I'll tell you what it is when I put the picture up. It's nothing fantastic, but it's nice. It's a petite little hammered coin. Here we go. Hit the wrong button. Ha! That's not my coin. I'm number 4. I normally put mine last. Anyway, I've spoiled your surprise now. Anyway, this is mine. As you see by the size graph, it's quite wee. Round about, I don't know, 10-11 mil. I dare say it's been cut, or because the FLO report come back. Yeah, you win. Yeah, Rob, you got your way, mate. Yeah, the FLO said it wasn't complete, so I'm assuming by that it means it's either misstruck or it's been cut. Yeah, you have your gold later, King Sean. So that coin is, and I quote from the FLO report, it's a post-medieval halfpenny of Henry VII, between 1377 and 1489. I was quite chuffed with that, because I could hear the signal. It was about a good 6 inches down, and it come off. Some of me older subs might remember I've done videos on a field called Farthing Field. That's a field where nothing much happened, and I had to do that to death because all the other fields are in crop, and there was a signal there and I nearly give up on it, and up she popped, and it's very, very wee. As I say, it's got to be 9 or 10 millimeters. Yeah, Rob, it's definitely been cut, because you on the second picture, or the right hand picture, you've lost your wording, haven't you? So some sneaky little so-and-so's had a little bit of that silver away. He might have got his hands cut off for that, you don't know, do you? 3 magic beans. Yeah, definitely been cut, I would imagine, because if that's misstruck, that'd still be, yeah. Oh blimey, Wild West Detectorist. It's the FLO has had it for about 6 or 8 months. I couldn't remember. I can't remember what sort of signal, or have you got? Yeah, Dias. What numbers do you lot get on? Can anybody remember what small hammered ring up on the Dias number wise? Can't remember. I don't know. We silver, so must be high 80s, low 90s. I don't know. But it was from a field which was which isn't ploughed. It's just direct drilled. The farmer doesn't plough, so the crop comes up. It's harvested, where it be beans or barley or wheat. So you got 6 to 8 inches of stubble. Then when the time comes, he just comes along with the direct drill, and it's direct drill with beans or whatever the next crop's going to be. So I've never found a fibula, Anne, and you've never found one of these little hammered. I don't find them very often, and I find Roman a bit less. So anyway, that's good. 1377 to 1489, halfpenny Henry VII. So there we are, good old Henry VII. Anywho, 9:30. So Christopher reckon 82 to 83. I'd said definitely 80s, Wild West. Do you get any sort of silver stuff over your neck of the woods, over the pond? What do you normally find when you get out and about then? Silver rings. So the only silver you get here are silver rings. Okay. Well, we're lucky, I suppose. We've got hammered and all sorts over here. Okay, well, I'm going to move on to the picture you've already seen again. I must remember to put my picture on the last scene, because I went to scene 5 thinking it was mine and it wasn't. And Christopher's already seen it, so yep, your silver ring up high. Yep, I would imagine. As I say, I was using Gold Power program on the Dias on a couple of videos ago, and coins like normal coppers and stuff like that really come up high. You know, come up in the 92, 93, sometimes 95, and you think that's going to be rubbish, and that was pulling out coins. So There we go. Anyway, I'm going to just go to the last offering for this evening. As I say, please, if you've got anything you want to send in, I'll put my email address up again. Please send them to me and we'll sort them out, and I'll have a look, and then we'll have a little chat next Wednesday. Okay, final scene, which you've seen before, but I'll leave it up a bit longer now. Here we go. Fine, sent in by Christopher. So Christopher, please enlighten us what that coin is. There we go. Edward III, Quarter Noble. I've not been lucky enough to get one of them. That is very, very nice. Very nice. It's very, very nice. Yeah. Do you reckon it's been clipped? The words are a little bit close to the edge. So that must have gone away to FLO, Christopher. Did you get a report back on it? Oh, it's lovely condition. Swap my gold for yours. When we were at the FLO at the museum today, somebody came from another county other than Suffolk and brought some stuff in, and there was some Roman stuff, and there was the oldest picked up this, looked like a, I don't know, a hat pin, but it wasn't. It had a little spoon at the end, and that was a Roman earwax spoon. And also this guy had some nice silver, Roman silver, and when I say nice, that was real nice. That looked like that could have just been issued. That's brilliant. Slightly clipped. Yeah, only slightly, you can still see it. But obviously someone's had a bit away. Rob wants to lick it, or just lick your screen, because that's the closest you're going to get to it. Right, so I'll take that one down, go back to me being full screen again, and that's going to be really scary for you guys who are watching me on television. Bent with a slight split. Blimey, was it? Do you mean it's bent and you've straightened it, or can't see the split? Is the split around about 5:30, just before 6 o'clock? Not got my glasses on, Christopher, so I couldn't tell you. But anyway, still a good find. Did you do the gold dance? Now this lot on here, Wild West Detectorist, if I ever find gold, I've been told I've got to strip buck naked and run around the field. So I'm a bit in two minds whether I find gold or not, or how, if to tell you I found gold. Wild West Detectorist, how pure are the gold coins? I haven't got a clue, to be frank. Anybody know what the purity of this gold coin is, or what it may be? I'll just go back to the main screen. If anybody knows what sort of purity that gold coin is, right, back to the ugly mug here. And my animations just come up automatically, so we've still got 11 people watching, which is quite good. We're hanging them on. So I'll press this button. So if anybody hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll get to hear about all the new videos and reminders about the Wednesday live. Split was at 3 o'clock. That's 22 carat Wild West. Split was at 3 o'clock. Let's have another look. I'll just put my glasses on. I'll put my glasses on. I'm not ashamed to wear glasses. Let's have a look at this screen here. Well, no, I can't. From the picture, it looks all good to me. So congratulations on that, Christopher. That's a good one. I'm assuming it went away. No, I can't see the split in. I'm assuming, Christopher, it went away to FLO. Say yes. I'll go back to my main screen again. And as per usual, it all comes up. So thumbs up, and who's not subscribed, if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button. Right, still got 11, so we're hanging on. Minute. That's a shame. I mean, like that groat there, that's mine, and you know what a groat size is. It's fairly big, and that really dinged me ears, and it's just a shame. Look, that a little bit of a chunk out there on the top edge, and obviously a little bit of a tear there. I didn't touch it. That's how it came out of the ground. I'd be scared to start straightening things. Dig one, quite soft, so I imagine 80 to 85% pure. So there you go, Wild West Detectorist. I hope that answered your question. So yeah, Wild West. If you've got a picture, we can chat about it next week. Send it on in. I'll put my email address up again. Right, that's the email address for sending any pictures of your finds. Could be anything, not bothered. Could be coins, buttons, buckles, anything. It's not I've got the best gold talk, you know, it's not like that. So don't, you know, be afraid to send in something because you think that's fairly crappy. It's all good. It's on a, I don't pick them. It's on a first come, first served. The first 6 pictures go in the pot. I'll sort them out and we'll talk about them next week. If we don't get 6, I'll bang in one of mine just for making up a bit. But yeah, over to you for that one. Yeah, don't send Rob anything. Just don't do it. You only find new stuff. Oh, I'm sure some things you find do not find, I don't know, so show me ignorance here, sort of rounds, bullets of way back when. I'm sure you've got some, it's got some stuff. You must have one there you're really proud of. Send a picture in and we'll show it next week. Well, I'm going to touch on a subject now which people, as a bit of a Marmite subject. Patron. Now, when I mentioned this about a year ago, I made a small video about it because I was trying to get some patrons. I have 2 at the moment. Thank you for those 2. And I was just wondering if we get 50 Suffolk Sifter patrons, just to be in the Sifter family. You like Marmite? Well, here's a link. It's patreon.com/Suffolk Sifter. Just take a look at it. There's no obligation. Basically, it's like a pledge platform. I'm sure you've heard of Patreon. You can pledge $1 a month. What's that? It's sort of low pennies, isn't it, for UK? By the time you get it converted back, there's 3 or 4 different tiers. I think first one gets you access to my private feed, so you can start hassling me via Patreon. The others are, you can have your name or name and website scroll up at the end credits on every Suffolk Sifter video, and there's a few little extras in there. Take a look, just humour me, take a look. No obligation, no pressure. I wasn't sure whether to start the Patreon page or not. Are you sure it's the correct email? I hope so. Contact at suffolk-sifter.uk. It should be. Yep. No, it's not co-UK, it's a UK. Believe me. Type in this then. Or I'm hoping that'll come up as a link your end. Click on that link. I'm sure you'll come up as a hyperlink on your screen. Click on that. It definitely is a .uk because I want something a little bit different. So it's not a no, Rob. It's not co-UK. Trust me. Okie dokie. Put it this way: if that ain't .uk, I've been getting emails and got a website. You've got me thinking now. I'm sure it is. I know it is. Oh, flipping out. Oh, I got to put WWs in front, I suppose. Yep, definitely UK, because if you go on my website you'll see my crappy little introduction video, which I'm very, very embarrassed about. So you've got a good laugh, and to see a very early Suffolk Sifter mashup of a introduction, that'll put you right off. I keep meaning to change it. I'm a little bit, just a tad more experienced now, but it's an embarrassment. So if you want to have a good laugh at my expense, go on over to the website. Oh, enough about me. 9:45, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to my stats screen. We've still got 11. I'm quite impressed. I know 11 is not a hill of beans in YouTube stuff. I mean, like other channels get hundreds of people on the chats, but there we go. We're a nice little compact little family, so a few more wouldn't go amiss, but I'm not in it for the numbers, should we say. Chuck Smith, good evening to you, Chuck. 8 thumbs, come on, look, some of you haven't put the thumbs up. Look, come on, it's only a little thumb, come on, we've got to go at least 11, and Anne is going to tell me if you don't put your thumb up, Anne, I shall send Anne after you. She'll come and get you, she'll find you, and she'll make you put the thumb up. So Chuck, oh sorry, missed your first comment, Chuck. I haven't tried 5.1. I've got no real need for it. I've got a remote, and I don't think the benefit of the upgrade to the WS4s will warrant me going away from 4.1. Oh God, Charlie can only see 2 thumbs. You're going to have to get a better phone, tablet or computer, Charlie. So Chuck, no I haven't. I'm not sure with anybody else on here. Anybody else on a Deus gone up to the 5.1? When they went up to 5, that was a bit of a disaster. It all went wrong, and then they quickly updated to 5.1. Chuck was watching an older video of you and you live now. Okay, have you subscribed, Chuck? Remember to subscribe. Sorry, it's a long story, but I've got my buttons working again, and I'm like a kid in a toy shop. So if I keep looking down and pressing a button, that'll either be a thumb up, so thumbs up, or that'll be the remember to subscribe. Christopher's still on 3.2. I must confess, Christopher, when I went from 3.2 to 4, you remember 4, and that was a complete nightmare as well. Then they upgraded that to 4.1. 4.1 was better than 3.2 in my opinion. I've only got one coil. That's the 11-inch legacy coil. So I've not got coils coming out of my back pocket. I'm tempted to get the X35 13-inch, but I'm not sure. You know, for 360, 70, whatever they are, am I going to get a big improvement? I think it's slightly deeper from what I've read and slightly more stable, but I don't know. Wild West Detectorist is still on 4.1. So Chuck, do you find, are you actually on 5.1 now? And where do you hail from? I'm assuming you're the other side of the pond, or I know it's dangerous to assume. Chuck, no. No, you're not on 5.1? Or no, what was the other question? No, you're not from a pond. Rhode Island. Brilliant. I feel real chuffed that I've got 2 people on here tonight from the other side of the pond. Really appreciate it, honestly, and I'm not, no BS. That's made my night. Thanks guys, I appreciate it. I see, Chris. So you're on 3.2 and your mate's got 4.1 and you find more than he does. Is that with the same coils? Chuck, you saw 5.1. It's only really an upgrade for the WS4 and the WS5 headphones. I'm not sure there's a heck of a lot of benefit if you've got a remote. If you've got a remote for your Deus, I probably wouldn't go to 5.1, but obviously if you go for the new X35 coils, then you've got to go to 5.1, there's no question about it. Ryan, good evening Ryan. Late on parade, son. Look, 10 minutes to go. I should have to come around and clip your ear. He's on 5. You're on 5 or 5.1, Ryan? And it's a improvement, a hell of an improvement. I think you meant to say from 4.1. So Ryan, you got the same setup as me? Have you got a legacy 11-inch and a remote, regardless what phones you use? Chuck, this is a blast. Do you mean the live stream? So Chuck's on 4.1. I don't know. Personally, if I was you, Chuck, and you've got a remote on your dais, I probably wouldn't jump to 5.1. There's no real need for it. There's only a slight improvement in your headphones or backphones. It's horses for courses. Some people say it's a bit more stable. I don't know. I'm just a bit wary to upgrade because then you lose all your personal programs. Now, if I could find a way, if Dais could find a way to download the programs you put in yourself, then do the upgrade, and then upload the saved programs, that'd be fantastic. It just bugs me that you've got to go back and put all your favourites back in again. But anyway, I'm not going to moan. I see, Christopher. So you've got a smaller coil. That might be it then, mightn't it? Why, you know, Chuck's got WS5, so you've got the cans. I've got WS4s. I've got the backphones. Ryan's brave. He's still got V5. So you've gone for the X35 then, Ryan. 9-inch X35. So obviously you had to jump up to V5 or 5.1. Rob Random, just seen your yeah, I think you're taking Mickey out of my video on my website, but I've got broad shoulders, mate. I can handle it, no problem at all. Yeah, yeah. Well, obviously, if you've got a legacy coil, you can't use it with version 5 and above. You've got exactly the same setup with me, and I'm assuming you've got a remote as well. But yeah, I'm 11-inch 4.1 at the moment, and I'll probably stay at that. Charlie's just gave the warning about our weird humour. X35 on 28 kilohertz is amazing. What program do you use with that then, Ryan? Oh right, you've seen some. Oh right, sorry, Rob. Go back. Just, I've just sent you some pictures. I hope they're fines and stuff like that. I don't want any naughty pictures. It's the last thing I want to do. I'm too old for that. Not really. That's fast. You got no desire to go ultimate? One of Gary's new ones. It's a blast. I don't think you're on here, Chuck, when I said that I had to go to the local museum today to pick up some fines, because I'm not sure the legislation over your area, but if we find stuff of certain age and certain material like silver and that, we have to hand it in to be looked at with our fines liaison officer. It has to go away and be checked out, and it's probably away for 6 months or 8 months, and you get it back. And I went to pick the coin up, well, I had two hammered. I went to pick the coin up, and one of the guys on the FLO table said, "I know you, you're Suffolk Sifter, I watch your videos." I thought, I don't know what to say. It was the first time someone actually recognised me from a video, so there you go. Anyway, and yep, remote. Yeah, he's a lot of money, Anne, I must confess. Program 3 I assume is fast, Ryan. Well, thanks Chuck for that. That's the comments. I'm really grateful for that. I appreciate it. I'm assuming you've subscribed, Chuck. You've subscribed. You have subscribed to Suffolk Sifter, have you? If you haven't, just please subscribe. Digger, stop dragging it down again. Christopher, notch disc. So I'm not trying to gloss over your comments, but no, Rob, don't say it, Rob. Do you want to be timed out? I don't think there's enough time on the live stream for me to put you in a naughty step. Ryan, I normally use hot. Gary's hot on 4.1, because I'm really in tune with it. And if you go like Gary's Pitch 101 or Ultimate, it's a little bit different. Digger One's retracted the message. This message has been held for review. What's he said now? No, I won't do that. I will let you. I will let Chuck see what Rob said. And no, all my. Well, actually, no. I might have a silver hammered, mate. If you want one, I might be able to dig out, or a cut quarter. Some of them they get cut into 4 to make a quarter of a penny. And yeah, I don't think Rob is on this planet, and I think he doesn't breathe our air. Yeah, I went out. Well, last 2 videos, obviously, if you've seen them, the one before last was when I was on holiday, and that didn't go very well with the beach. And then I was trying to think now. Last video. What was the last video? I can't remember now. Anyway, I've got another video I've got to edit, and I'm hoping to get out again over the weekend, because obviously time's of the essence before things get direct drilled and start to grow again. Chuck's been detecting for 6 years, and the XP has increased a lot. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks, top man Chuck. Yeah, it is expensive, especially the Dias. Now, what's your what's your feedback? What can you tell me if I said to you I'm interested in getting an X35 13-inch? What would you say? Yay? Nay? Because I'm not. Some of you may know the situation I'm in work-wise. I'm not flush with cash, and if I got the X35, then I'd have to sell the 11-inch Legacy to part pay for it. So, what's your opinion on a 13-inch X35? Anybody? Chris will use Gary's hot, and you tweak it. Okay. I must confess, I'm ashamed to say I don't really tweak it much, because in my head, if I tweak it, I'm going to mess it up. That's just my thoughts on it. I see. Your fines have increased a lot. Yep. I'm going to say this once, and some of the older subs are going to know what I'm going to say. I started off with a Garrett 250. Now I know where the Garretts come from, so I'm not going to be rude about them. But when I upgraded to Dias, my fines went up through the roof. But you'll get all these comments now about Garrett, which I'm not going to reply to, because I don't want any sort of legal stuff happening. You lucky boy, Ryan. You know where I and you detect on, what we mutually detect on, is one field. When I went to do the last video, which I haven't edited yet, went past the field and it had been sumoed and rolled, and I thought my Christmases had come and birthdays had come in one day. So I've had a go on that, but it wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. Chuck's got the 11 and the HF elliptical. Chuck, I did buy the 9-inch HF, but that was when version 4 was messing about, and I didn't get on with it, and I've sold the HF coil sort of last Christmas but one. I think it's Christmas but one ago. So, and then he brought out 4.1, which sorted all the problems out. So I had an HF, and then I haven't got it anymore. Ryan said stick with 11-inch. Yeah, it's just depth, isn't it, Ryan? Because you know the score with these fields we've got. There's either 6 to 8 inches of wheat barley stubble or beans. It was just amazing that this one field sumoed and rolled, and you could near enough get the coil right on the top. But Christopher, if you're happy at finding stick, oh, happy with, yeah, I'll get you drift. I don't know, what am I finding? What stick is that? Yeah, if you're happy with your findings, stick with what you got. Yeah, I'll get your drift. Rob, you downgraded from the Garrett. Knew somebody would say that. Ian's joining in. See, Chuck and Wild West, they go mad, mate. It's British humour, but I'm not going to buy into it, because if I get a legal letter from Garrett on my doormat, I'm in trouble. Chuck, wish you'd bought a 9-inch. Yep, more depth. I don't think I'd get the HF again. No real need for that. Apparently that finds really minute, small bits of rubbish. So I think if I do anything, that'll be an X35, and I'm toss up between 11 or the 13-inch. I'm not sure. Obviously, either 11 or 13 won't be any better over each other on stubble. 9-inch might get in between the stubble, but it's a tough job detecting on stubble. Ryan, nice sweep through a stubble. Yeah. After a month or two, if you're lucky enough not to have anything growing up from it, Ryan, the stubble gets a bit brown or grey and horrible, and you can just knock it down, can't you? You remember them that field with them radish shoots on? They would not move, would they? Digger 1. You have to stick coal in Rob's. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm with you, Chuck. If I do get anything, and that probably won't be yet, that will be the 13 X35. Ian, aren't smaller coils more accurate at discriminating? I'm not sure. Obviously easier to manoeuvre, I suppose, but you haven't got the coverage. Obviously the bigger you get, the more coverage you get, but you might sacrifice depth. I'm not sure, but they say that the X35 is deeper and more stable with obviously the V5.1. Rob Random, Garrett Carrot Monster, be at your door soon, Digger. Right. Anyway, we've strayed past the 10 o'clock. I normally wrap it up by 10, Wild West and Chuck. We've still got 11 watchers, and I really appreciate that. That normally all dwindles off, but I think we had a really good night tonight. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I think the format, this is only the second time we've used the scenes to bring up pictures of finds, and I think it's really good. It's provoking a lot more conversation, so to speak. I know I'm doing the talking, but you know, hey, you're doing it via the keyboard. Josh, where you been, Josh? You can't believe it. What can't you believe? I should have been gone now, so you'd have missed me. Ryan, I've noticed on our permission fines have dropped from last year. Yeah, maybe we're getting them all, mate, because it's not being ploughed, is it? Rob, fun night as always. Appreciate that. I did miss one thing tonight. My charwalla didn't bring in a cup of tea, but you know, I'll have one after this. Hey Watson, it's flown over. Need to put an increase 2 hours. I don't think you lot could put up with me for 2 hours, and certainly my lights on batteries would not last 2 hours. If I get more patrons on Patreon, and you can feel to donate a bit, I might be able to afford to buy the mains leads for the lights, so I could go on for 2 hours. But there we go. Anyway, I'm not going to beg. Just pop in to see the Patreon page, and I'll leave it up to you. Can't believe I'm so late. I'm sure you was thinking about something else entirely, Josh. An hour and a half trial run. Do you really want me to waffle on? I don't think I could do it, Charlie. I don't think the batteries, I'm lucky they've lasted this long. I don't honestly think they're going to work, and once one go out, the whole effect goes, because believe it or not, I'm not sitting in a field with round bales. Honestly, it's just a green screen. So once one light goes out, that's it. I'm up a Swanee without a paddle. Sending some candles. Right, I'm going to put this link out again. I don't get moaned at for begging, but it's a it's a genuine pledge-based platform. It's not unique. Lots of people do it, and I'm going to hit this, and that's the link to my Patreon page. If you would like just to pop in, have a look, have a browse around. You probably won't see a lot of the videos because they're only available for patrons, and that's another thing. If you pledge, I think is at $3 a month, you get to see the videos first. So I upload them to YouTube, and I won't release them say 3 days later, but patrons will see them first, so you'll get the eyes down look in on the videos. Okay, well, amazingly we've got 12 people. And how many thumbs up have we got? I think Anne's nodded off. Josh is in favour of a 3 or 4 hour live stream. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put a webcam up and you can watch me go through my daily routine, which will be highly boring, and you'll all nod off. 10. I've got 10 thumbs up. So there's 2 lurkers out there, and you know who you are. Just hit the thumb up. Just hit thumb up. It's easy. And also, if you haven't, remember to subscribe. I'm really chuffed about them buttons. Sorry, next week I promise I won't be on the buttons, on about the buttons too much. 11 now. One more go. Could I get the 12? Is it possible? The thing is, I'm waffling now because I lack of tea, lack of caffeine. That there might be a different 12 on to what there was, so I might not have got a thumb up from them. Anywho, it's nearly 10 past. I'll give it till 10 past, another couple of minutes, and then I'll wrap it up, because I'm sure Josh has got something more important to do than coming to clock on at 9 o'clock like everybody else did. You need to clock on with thumbs up. Trouble is, Ian, there's no way of telling who done the thumbs up. Oh God, a 24-hour live stream. I don't know about that. I haven't got a blinking horn to beep. I don't think I've got anything here what matter noise. I've got nothing here what's going to make a noise like a beep beep. Rob's not going to give me a thumbs up until I beat me horn. Oh well, obviously antiques and pocket watches, you know, higher president than my little live stream. Only joking, Josh. I'm just looking to see if I've got anything making noise. I've only got a mobile, and that's on silent. I could possibly find something that will make a noise just for you, Rob. I'll have to take it off silent because you won't hear it. Bear with me. There's my sounds back on. I'll try and think of where this little noise is now. I've got to do it because Rob won't do the thumb up. No, I don't want that one. I want. That's the one. Right, I'm not sure where this is. I've got a funny ringtone, and can't damn well find it now. Sorry, I'm being distracted here. Do you know what? I can't find it. The only way it'd work is if someone rang me. It's my ringtone. Oh, let's turn the volume up. I might have found it. Right, Rob. No, it's not General Lee horn. I'll see if it'll play it. There you go, that's my ringtone. Sad but true. So does that warrant a thumb up then, Rob? So I expect another thumb up. Now we've got 13 people on there, so perhaps I should go past 10 o'clock. What's Chuck and Wild West Detectorist, what's the time in the States now? I know I could look it up on Google, but just can't be asked. Is that Nokia 3310? This, my friend, is the S9, Samsung S9. Other smartphones are available. Chuck, oldest coin fan, US, a William III 3 halfpenny. Again, I'll just put the plea out again before we wrap it up. If anybody's got a picture they'd like to send in for next week's live stream, first come first served. For first 6 pictures, there's an email up in the comments somewhere. Contact at suffolk-sifter.uk. Send your pictures in, and first come first served for next week. Pathetic. What, my ringtone's pathetic? That's very kind of you, Anne. Charlie 5. Oh God, what does that mean? 5. What did I say? I can't remember. Yeah, here you go. 2 o'clock. Right, okay. We know where we stand. 5 o'clock. So Wild West is 2 o'clock and Chuck's 5. I know it's a big country, I know. Rob liked it. Lawn Bowler, I think he likes it. Estimate, yep, I've got you, Chuck. Charlie, done. Oh, a thumb up, you mean? I should have 12 or 13 thumbs up, but right, Rob sent about 4 pictures in. No, I'm not going to put that one up, Digger, because you could put P-E-N-A T-A, I don't know. I'm not going to do it. That's rude. Charlie Jones 5 PM and Terrell 12, sorry, yeah. So there's 12, we're 13 actually on at the moment, so I suppose there's no way on God's earth I'm going to get 13. But anyway, Charlie, no picture, emailed. Fine, okay. Hopefully when I look at my emails, I'll have all these pictures lined up. Anywho, I'm going to wrap it up. It's nearly 1:15. I've been on here now for 1 hour, 12 minutes and 52 seconds of complete drivel. But I hope you enjoyed my complete drivel. And I appreciate you for joining me tonight. Thanks for the new subscribers. As I say, I always keep a note of my subscribers on a bit of paper. Right, I'm sure you can freeze that and find out what they are, but I've got some for the next video. And depending on your YouTube privacy settings, if you've got it on private, then I'm afraid I won't see your name if you subscribe, so I can't acknowledge your subscription with the subscriber credit in the video, but thanks anyway. Right, I'm going to wind it up now. Hello, Digger needs a timeout yet. Lawn Bowler, I'll try and remember to say my name for next week. Top Man Josh, thank you. Christopher, good night everyone, thanks. That's a pleasure, absolute pleasure. Anne says night all, night to you Anne, and thanks again, you know why. Ian, another great show, thanks very much for that, I appreciate it. You know, sometimes I think I'm a little bit amateurish, but there we go. It's as good as I can go, and I think one of my lights are playing up because you can just see a bit of there around that box, there's a little bit of jagged edges, so probably time to go. I've had a Roman stuff off that field that's been turned over. Really? Right, alright, I'll have another go on that then, Ryan. Didn't find nothing at all really. But the far bit of it hasn't been sumo. That's sort of funny. That one field has been half done. I don't know the reason behind it. Chuck, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. See you next week. Brilliant. Thanks for your input. Charlie, night all. Wild West Detectorist, good day. Thank you, sir, for coming on. Much appreciated, and hopefully you'll get your head around our humour. Josh, see you next week if I remember. or set your clock. I do send out reminders, you know, on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and everything else. Amateurish, you're better than 99% YouTubers. I don't know about that. But I'm still knocked back about being recognised in a museum. Made my day, that did. I know you. You're Suffolk Sifter. Yeah, okay. Chuck, good at live stream stuff. Well, a lot better than I used to be. If you want to see how I used to be, go on my website and you can see a real amateurist video. That shows me up. I must take that off. Must do another one. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling because I'm waffling, so I need a cup of tea. So I'm going to go up here where it says broadcast. I'm going to click the red button to stop broadcast. So thanks again. You want to go level with the hill. Yep, but that's not been sumoed, Ryan. That's still a lot of beanstalks. Anyway, Ryan, fill me in, message me or something. I'm going to shut down now. So Josh, good night. Ian, see you and everybody else hopefully next week. We've still got 13 people watching. Amazing. I'm going to click the button.